I can't wait to show you guys how it's going to look when it's in the van.
Looks so much better with this frame on it.
Hello everyone and welcome to another instalment of our Sprinter van conversion series. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe, and also we've got an entire playlist of everything we've done on our Sprinter van conversion.
Guys, it is absolutely freezing in the workshop today. It's getting colder and colder, my knees are numb, and it just makes me
Want to get this van done.
basically want to get the van done and get to Portugal where it's a little bit warmer.
So we've been making moves on the van. We've moved over from the kitchen. It's not fully finished. In fact, I'll show you what we've done to the kitchen unit. It's practically finished, but we just thought we need a break from the goddamn kitchen. So we've moved into the bedroom and we've been working on the bedroom cabinet cupboard area, and it's coming together really well, and we're going to show you basically today finishing that and making it go from looking basic as hell to looking beautiful. So here's what we've done to the kitchen. We've painted the entire unit to match up with that. It's going to look beautiful together. And basically, this is where the fridge is going to go, so you're not going to see all the way to the back. I've only done one coat. It's not fully finished yet, but it's looking really nice. And oh, we've put the drawers in. They're not staying like that. We are going to sand these back and paint them too. So we've got 2 drawers that we're going to probably have to shorten because the sink will be going there and it might get in the way, but that's fine. They look really nice, lots of storage space, all of that, way more than I thought we'd have. And oh, don't know if you've peeked, but we've got our water system as well. We're going to be fitting that soon. Let me show you what we've been doing in here. So here is what we've been doing these past few days. Tons of storage has suddenly emerged at the side of the bed, so we're not leaving it like this, don't worry. It looks, like I said, very basic right now. We've just basically done the main principle of it. We've got all of the support up, all of the shelves are in. Look how deep these are at the bottom. This is perfect for socks and pants. So all of our clothes and stuff are going to go in here. And what we're doing is we're not having it go all the way to the top, so we're keeping it nice and open. And we're going to cover up all of the fronting with this really nice wood, just so it looks a little bit more substantial, and it will also act as a lip to hold stuff in. And then we're going to paint it the beautiful green colour, so it's going to look really nice. So now we're going to show you basically how we're going to do that today. What did you do? Smack your head?
Yeah. So basically what we're going to do is, as B said, this looks fairly basic at the moment. It looks like what you might find in the back of a builder's van, where they can kind of store their tools and screws and bolts and bits and bobs. But I've got this 12 by 44 mil. Obviously we're going to have one on each vertical strut, which should make it look a lot nicer, because I really don't like the front.
It's just too thin, isn't it?
Yeah, how thin the front of this plywood is. Also, you can see where we've made the supports for the shelves. They're all going to be covered up, so you won't be able to see them. So yeah, basically I'm just making the vertical beams now. We need 4 of them, and then once I've secured them in place, we can measure up the
horizontal ones.
And what we're thinking is we're going to have a strip around the top as well, just to finish the top of this off nicely. But we're also thinking possibly to use the copper piping that we used on the kitchen in here. This is going to be painted the same colour as the kitchen, so it should tie in really nicely with the kitchen.
So Theo's just began to put the fronts on, and it already looks 100 times better. Just doing the end one now, and yeah, so basically how he's been fixing in is just straight through the middle. We're going to fill in all of these with wood filler, so when it's all painted it will look really nice and uniform. And after he's done all of the vertical ones, we need to do all of the horizontal ones. And then also we need to do the top. And also we're going to trim the end of this because it's just a smidge too long. Okay, so we've now added all of the frontaging to the shelves. We've put it in the van to check how it looks and make sure it all still fits perfectly fine, and it does. So I'm going to show you how it looks. So here we have it. It really has transformed it, making the front thicker. And now what we're going to be doing is putting a whole long piece along there and along the sides. And then I need to fill all of the screw holes in with wood filler, sand it down tomorrow and paint it tomorrow because we need it to be fully dry. And we were going to put shelves there, but actually we're going to leave it for now because we're not 100% sure what we want to do with it. So here we have it, the crown is going on, looking very nice. I can't wait to show you guys how it's going to look when it's in the van.
Looks so much better with this frame on it. I was a bit
does.
worried at first with it. The plywood looked a bit rough, a bit thin, but this has really thickened it up and made it feel like a proper piece of furniture. So when all these holes are filled, it's going to be seamless.
Oh, seamless. And when it's green, it's going to be beautiful.
The final screw in this bit anyway.
Check it out in all its glory.
Looking swish.
Looking swish for sure. Check it. And now you see the huge bottom cupboards.
So much storage.
There is so much storage. We've got 3, 6, 9 shelves going on here, and then obviously we've got all up here as well, just for little trinkets and stuff if we want them there. So the next task is to wood fill every single screw hole that you can see.
Guys, I am so stoked with how this cabinet has come together. It's looking incredible. It's been a lot of hard work, a lot of mind-bending angles and stuff like that, but that's like everything with a van build. It doesn't come easy unless you've done this before, but we're learning so many new skills. It just feels so nice. We're definitely on the up. We had a little bit of a down point a couple of days ago where we're trying to get this cabinet sorted and it just wasn't really working, but now it's really come together.
I've said it many times, I know I would change my ways, I know for sure. When all the crows decide to meet.
So fast forward about 12 hours, we're now back, and I've already, as you can tell, had an attack on the wood fillers to make sure it's all nice and dry. It's totally dry. So all of the bits that I filled in yesterday, last night, are now dry. So I'm going to sand the entire thing to make sure these are all nice and smooth, and it's all smooth and ready for painting.
So B has just finished all of the sanding and it's starting to look really nice, super smooth. And while B's been doing that, I've been working on some copper piping. So this is how it's all looking right now. And if I come over here, you can see the copper rail that I put all the way along the top just to make it look nice. And it does, it looks really nice. I need it to be a little bit higher because obviously we've got a lip along here, so you can't actually see the pipe if this is fastened straight to this piece of ply. So what I'm going to do is cut some really thin strips, screw them into the plywood, and that will raise it up a little bit. And when you're looking at it from over here, you won't be able to see any of them strips, but it's starting to look really, really nice.
So I've sanded and I've painted with the undercoat the prime areas that need covering up. Basically, I wanted to make sure that all the bits where we got the wood filler in, it had a coat of the underpaint on, just to make sure that when I do the proper paint, or when I say we do the proper paint, because we're going to do it together, that it looks good. So we're going to now paint it with the beautiful green, and I think we're probably going to do a time lapse. Why are you standing there smiling at me? So yeah, let's get to it.
When I was young, I thought control would lead me to an ending road, and heavy metal seemed to be the only thing that was for me. And I saw the angels coming down, and they sang a song, they sang it loud.
So you saw in the time lapse that we painted it all. The next step is to add this beautiful copper bar. So Theo's just finalising that in. So because we're doing them basically at an angle where they're underneath the pipe, let's fix the bottoms on first and then put the tops on after. These things are great because they make it really simple to attach it, and it looks really nice as well. So.
And I can't remember whether we told you or not, but I think I mentioned it earlier on in the vlog that we needed to raise up the copper rail. And instead of doing little blocks because it just looked hideous, I put a long piece of timber widthways and lengthways, and now it just looks part of the furniture, and it's turned out really nicely.
It has.
Definitely matches the kitchen now, which is awesome.
And we found these in Homebase for £6. Really cute little baskets that'll be useful for putting stuff in. So should we put it in the van now and see how it looks?
Let's do it.
So here we have it in place. Loving the look. We've got the little drawers in there. They look really cute. And from this angle, the bottom ones that are so deep don't even look that deep because the mattress is just so thick. Look how thick it is. So that's why we left them so big, because there's such a good amount of space in there. And really loving the colour. We've decided though that we want to make the copper bar sticking out a little bit further because it's just not quite high enough. So we're gonna have to figure out something to do with that, because when we're sitting down you can't see it. So yeah, we're gonna make that a bit higher, but we're loving the way it looks. It's so nice and we're so happy with it. So we hope you've enjoyed today's video. We are now on to the next task. Not too sure what that is, but we'll see you on the next episode of our Sprinter van conversion series. Bye. Head over to theindyprojects.com/shop and check out our new merchandise. Join us on Patreon for exclusive content, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button so you never miss a video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.